So basically I'm in full confusion mode, and I'm also living my full fantasy because I was like, why is the daddy? Why is he here? Why is he here at the gay club? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing this beautiful day? This beautiful gay day. I'm sorry I have not been as active on YouTube. Last week was absolutely insane. Fires, power outages, I got sick. I'm still currently sick, but I took some Dayquil to help me film. And Halloween was last week too. It was just so much going on that I physically couldn't literally not film at my house. I couldn't do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take this week as like a little break for me and take care of Manny. Gay. That was really gay, but honestly, it's the fucking truth. Don't try it. Anyway, you guys, today's video, I just wanted to do a little story time, get ready with me. A little while ago, I did an assumptions video. I asked you guys, have I ever told a story about when I was in high school and I had like a teammate who had a gay dad and da-da-da-da, like, and you guys said no, and I totally thought I had already told this story, but apparently I have not. So I just figured it would be just fun to sit down and chat with you guys and just shoot the shit, see how you guys are doing. If you guys have any stories or anything like that you want to share, comment them down below. I love having story times. I've not done one of them in a little while, but they're really fun to do. Ever since I did the one at the gym, I was like, I want to do another story time soon. I just have fun doing them, and I just really feel like I get to connect with you guys on a different level, and it's not really about like makeup reviews and all that kind of stuff. It's just literally me sitting down, chatting with you guys about things that have happened in my life. And if you guys can relate, great. If you guys cannot, well, you're lucky, because shit has gotten crazy in my fucking world, okay? I'm a little delusional because of the Dayquil kicking in, and I also took some allergy medicine and some pre-workout for energy. There's a lot of things running through my fucking veins right now.
I'm fine, bitch.
Stop. Anyways, guys, that's what today's video is going to be. As always, if you guys don't like this video, if you guys don't like me, please don't fucking watch it. No drill with that. But if you guys do like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And if you're new, what is up? I'm Manny, MannyMua. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Click subscribe and click like. Before we even start, if you guys are ready for a story time, you better click that motherfucking thumbs up motherfucking button. See that black nail? Click it. I painted my nails by the way. By the way, guys, before I even start, the reason my nails are painted black is because I was a fortune teller for Halloween, and I was living my full fortune teller fantasy. I wanted to carry around moon spell with me, but at this point in time, I was mandatorily evacuated from my house because the fires were so close, and so I had to stay at Laura's house. So thank you to Laura for having me. She's the best host. That was a real cough. That's why my nails are painted black, and I've kept them black since Halloween because I've not bitten my nails since I've kept them black. So I really like that, and I'm a nervous spider. However, what I don't like about the black nails is that it makes my vitiligo stand out more because the black contrast to the white around my fingertips is so much more harsh now. So you can see my little polka dots on my hands. A little bit more than you before, but what it is. Okay, let's just go ahead and start on this motherfucking video. Okay, this foundation's probably too yellow for me. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. But news. Okay, so let's go and talk about our gay little history, girl, because we were always... No, we weren't always gay. That's the tea. Okay, you guys, let's go and talk about it. So, I played volleyball in high school. I was honestly pretty sickening. I was a libero, and sometimes I would do it outside, but I was not a good hitter. The gay hand did not work for hitting for me. I hit hard, don't get me wrong. Bitch, I could hit hard as fuck.
Don't fucking do it.
But I had like a really bad approach, and I just wasn't really good at being outside in comparison to me being a libero, which is like the defensive specialist. If you're watching volleyball, it's the person in the different colored jersey. I was really good at playing defense. You know, I went to the Junior Olympics when I was in high school too, and I lived my volleyball fantasy. I'm still pretty good at it, but I hurt my shoulder really, really bad, and now I don't play as well as I used to, but it was my favorite sport growing up. I tried out my freshman year. I didn't make the team my freshman year of high school. And I was truly devastated because it was the only sport I wanted to play because my parents were the type of parents that's like, you're gonna play a sport, sweetie. You're gonna play something. And I'm like, I can't play football again. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. So because I didn't make it in 9th grade, I ended up going out for club. With club, you just pay for it and you go on a team. Not necessarily you're not gonna be on a great team, but you're gonna be on a team. I played club my entire high school career. So that's how I got good enough to apply my 10th grade year for school. And then that's how I made the team because I played club before. So I played in 10th grade. I did great. I did club again. Junior year when I did club, I met this kid and he was on my club volleyball team and he was so beautiful. Oh my God. And then, guys, when I'm in 11th grade, like, I don't know anything about my sexuality, really. I think I like guys, but like, help, because I don't want to. I'm trying to pray the gay away. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's sad, like, oh my God, poor you.
With the power of Jesus Christ, you can be normal.
Like, that's just literally what it was for me. Like, I did not accept my sexuality when I was younger. So I never acted on anything in high school because I was too scared and honestly too ashamed of myself. Thinking about it now, I'm like, God damn, he was fine as fuck. The epitome of like a gorgeous boy next door jock, like blue eyes, blonde hair, like 6'2", literally out of this world beautiful. And I was like, but he was straight. So I was like, cool, that's fucking great for me. 90% of my team was straight. I went to Otay Ranch High School in Chula Vista. Shout out to Otay Ranch Mustangs. What the fuck is up, bitch? I played there. And when I played, I don't know if it's still like this, but like the boys team was fucking bomb as fuck. Like we were really, really good. We were like the sport to play at our school because like we were the best of like every other sport, to be quite honest. Like we took it very seriously. My team was all like super intense, like masculine guys who are straight as fuck, but are just very athletic. And then there's like me. Like imagine my gay ass fucking playing with all these straight motherfuckers. There was like literally like one other gay person on my team. Anyway, and I was like, okay, cute. Like everyone's straight. And I'm over here just trying to be straight too. But like I like fucking dig, yo. But I didn't want anyone to know. Basically, this kid, like this boy, I'm gonna, what should I have to have we have to give him a name. We're gonna go with the letter L. So L, 11. We're gonna say 11. We're gonna call him 11. Great. So 11, he was on my club team, but he was not on my school's team because he was part of a different school in the district. So that's the cool thing about club. Like you can play with a tons of different kids in different districts. He was so sweet, so kind, so straight. He had like a girlfriend and everything. Was so fucking annoying. But anyway, so like his family would come to the club games and I've like met his family. I met everyone. Like he had his mom, his dad, his siblings. Like everyone was so sweet, so kind. And like I lived for his whole family because honestly his entire family was gorgeous. I was like, y'all are too fucking fine. You got some strong genes. You got some strong motherfucking genes. But the true pride and joy of his family was his dad, who was I can show you the world. Sweet baby in a manger. He was so beautiful and sickening. And I literally was like, oh my God. He was beautiful, but I'm like, you know, it doesn't matter. Like he obviously has a wife, he has kids. Like you see a hot dad and you're like, wow, you're a hot ass dad. But like, it's just a hot dad. So you're like, okay, I'm not gonna do anything about it. It's like just a hot dad. So whatever, you're just living the fantasy. His dad was like 6'2", 6'3", literally an older version of him. He was an older version of him. So he was literally gorgeous. You know when you can see the muscles through the shirt? Like a dad that has the muscles through the shirt and you're like, oh my God, doctor, help. I think I've lost a heartbeat. So I always lived with that and I was always staring at the dad. And I would catch him like looking at me, but not like staring at me. He would never like stare at me or like anything like too serious at all. I was also like not cute. I forgot to mention that part. Like I was really not that cute in high school because I just wasn't. So obviously no one's looking at me in high school and the dad's not looking at me. And obviously why would he? Because he's a fucking dad with his wife. Like duh. But I would live the fantasy and hope he would look. And I would just be like, you know when you're like kind of putting it out there into the universe, like stare at me back, you fucking bitch. That's what I was doing and it wasn't happening for me. It wasn't working. Anyway, I met him when I was like 16, 17 years old. I met the dad. Like that's when we met. He was so sweet. He was so kind. Like every time I saw him, he was just such a sweet older man. Like that's just what it was. I was drinking the fucking daddy Kool-Aid 100,000. Oh my God. 100,000% I was drinking the daddy Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. So fast forward to I'm 21. I lose contact with like literally everyone because I no longer play volleyball. I like lost touch with that dude, the one I played volleyball with. I saw him like on social media, but I never really like kept track of him. I'm 21. I'm living my fantasy. I'm fully out now. Like I'm out of the closet. She's over here like, I'm a queer. I am a queer. And when I was 21, I was slight like, I mean like a little, like not crazy, but like a little bit. Like, you know, when I came out and like started to become comfortable with my sexuality, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go in. Because I, you know, grew up so like closeted in my own way and like not wanting to like really even be gay at all. So like when I finally accepted myself, I was like, let me just go the fuck in on these bitches. So I did. So I really did. And I was out at the club after work, because I worked in Hillcrest, so this is like a gay area in San Diego. So I worked at this place called The Range, and I was a host and I was a waiter, and so I would meet it was in Hillcrest, I would meet so many guys. Like I would meet a fucking lot of them. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna do my brows, because I need to concentrate on that part, and then we'll come back with eyes, and then we'll continue with the story. Okay, just went ahead and primed my eyes and finished the brows off of camera. Just something quick, something easy, something soft, something light. Okay, so let's get back to the motherfucking story. As I said, I was 21. Young, dumb, and full of dreams. Okay, guys, so this is one of the moments, okay? So I'm at the club. I'm at Riches. I'm at fucking Riches, okay? In San Diego, in Hillcrest, I'm at Riches. I'm 21, just got off work, living my whole fantasy. I'm with my friends, we're dancing around, we're having fun. And I look over, and I'm just like across the room, like literally a fucking movie. I look over and across the room, and it's the daddy. The daddy from 5 years ago, it was 11's daddy. Why is 11's daddy at Rich's? And I'm literally like, this isn't happening. Completely shook. So basically, I'm in full confusion mode, and I'm also living my full fantasy because I was like, why is the daddy of my fucking dreams from 4 years ago, why is he here? So basically, my eyes are locked on him like the entire night. Like, he didn't see me, but I saw him. You know what I mean? It's like one of those moments where I'm like, okay, I know you're here. You have no idea I'm here. Basically, so stalking. Huh, it's stalking. I see. So that's what that is. I did not realize. So I was stalking him at the club. We finally kind of like get into the same vicinity. Like he's like right next to me and like my heart's pounding. And I look over and like we finally like lock eyes for the first time. And I'm like, hey, how are you? And I like am pretending I'm seeing him for the first time, obviously. Like, oh my God, like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I didn't even know you're here. And he's like, hey, oh my God, how are you? It's so nice to see you. And I'm like, I mean, I look different. Like, I'm a lot cuter. I'm not gonna lie. 21-year-old me was cuter than 16, 17-year-old me. It's just what it is. And he was like, oh, this is my partner. And it was a man. And I was like, hi. So I don't know if like back when I was 16, 17, if he had that partner, but he just like, it was just not public knowledge. Like I had no idea that he was gay and he had a partner. I'm like, you're gay? What? I still don't even know to this day. I'm like, I have no idea. So this is like over 10 years ago for me, okay? And I'm like so shocked because I'm like, oh my God, I had the biggest crush on you, and now you're at the gay club, and like I just did not expect it at all in my wildest dreams. Did not expect it. And I met him. He was super sweet. They're both so sweet, obviously. And I was like, okay, it was so nice to see you. And like I hugged the daddy, and when I hugged him, he grabbed my ass. He grabbed my motherfucking ass. He's like, bye, have a good one. Grabbed my ass and kept walking. And I'm like, oh! Like I literally fully flooded my basement. To me, I was like, oh my God, he grabbed my ass. Is that a good thing? Is that a sign? And I'm like, you know what? Like now, no, like looking back, I'm like, maybe that was just a gay greeting, man. People grab each other's asses all the time in the gay world. And it's just like what it is. It's not like a shocking moment anymore. Like to me, I'm not like, oh my God, what the fuck? Like now if someone grabs my ass, I'm like, oh, hey, sub. Like it's literally so nonchalant to me now. And maybe that's what it was. But when I was my 21-year-old self, you know, of this daddy in my fucking dreams, I'm over here like, he just fucking grabbed my ass fully. That was like the first time I saw him out at the club, right? Throughout that year, I went out several times to the club because I wanted to. So fast forward, basically, I see him out at the club again and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, hi, how are you? And he's like, good. And this time, like, I'm flirting fully. Because his partner was there, like we were both like I was flirting with him and his partner. It wasn't just like him only, it was him and his partner. So I didn't feel guilty about it because I was like, you know what, I'm flirting with you. I'm also flirting with your partner. Like we're all just a flirting fucking queer. He's flirting back with me, you guys. The daddy that I love is flirting back. So I'm, you know, truly gagged. I'm obsessed, living the whole fantasy at this gay club, like thinking it's like a thing, right? Whatever, time passes. We exchange numbers. And I don't know who initiated it. I forgot. It was like literally, it was 7 years ago. That happened 7 years ago. I have no idea who initiated that. Was it me? Was it him? I don't know. I was braver back then. I didn't give a single motherfucking fuck. I was 21 and I said, I will be your man. And that's just what I was. You know, I've learned a lot of lessons since, and I'm not condoning this in any way, shape, or form. I've learned many lessons since my 21-year-old self, but at least now I can tell the stories from when I fucked up. So we're texting, and we're texting like a good amount. And do you know what the gag is, you guys? I was like eating out somewhere. I don't know where the fuck I was eating, but the son walked in. And it was just the son and his girlfriend. And I was like, oh my God. Hey you, how are you, man? So good. I was truly in full shock. This is after I had already saw his dad was out and about in the gay world. The son knew that dad was gay and like, you know, totally, I saw photos with him and his partner and like, I know that he was aware. And so I'm like, okay, that's great. That's amazing. So like he was open about it with his family, which I'm so happy about, obviously. And so I saw him out, but I didn't tell him that. Like I was like, hey, I'm texting your dad, who I met when I was 16 and who I loved when I was little, and you're my old teammate. I'm texting him right now. Isn't that so crazy? Like I didn't say that. So fast forward, time passes. I just remember right now that I like saw him and I was like, I can't believe I saw him out. Like, that's so crazy and so cringy. Why did I have to see you? ¿Por qué? Anyway, so I saw him out. So then basically I was texting the dad. Honestly, like just casual conversation, just like, how are you? Have you been? He was like, by the way, what are you doing this weekend? And I was like, oh, like nothing, you know, just working, chilling. And he goes, my partner's actually going out of town. Do you want to come over? I said, yes. But of course he told me, he's like, me and my partner are actually open. Like we're in an open relationship. It's not like some shocking thing. And I was like, oh, okay, great. That makes me feel a million times better. But you guys, also back then, like when I was younger, like I just made stupid decisions. Didn't think of repercussions. Like when you're young and you're freshly out and you like just want to be liked, you want to be loved in like the gay world, like you just kind of make dumb decisions. Like you honestly really, really do. Everyone goes through their struggles and their journeys and they, you know, they realize who they want to be and who they don't want to be. And luckily for me, I got out of that situation when I was younger. I grew out of it and I'm so grateful for that. But I had to learn those lessons when I was young to be able to want to grow out of it, because that's life. Like that's literally what life is. So I went over to his house. So fast forward, I'm at his house. I go over. I'm at his house. His partner's out of town. And I'm literally shaking. Because I don't know what the fuck. I'm like, what am I doing? Help. I'm like 21. I was probably 22 by this time. Honestly, I was probably 22. So well of age. But I was 22 at the time. And I was like, what am I doing? This is literally like my fantasy, you guys. This is a fantasy I've been living for years. So we start making out. Oh! I'm kissing and telling. I should stop it right now. And I will. Like, obviously, things escalated. We colored. Coloring was great. It was a fun coloring session. And I could not believe we colored like that.
That has to be the most fun part of the whole technique.
I just couldn't believe that we colored. And whew, lipsticks were flying everywhere. I felt so accomplished. I felt so sickening in that moment. And then after, I felt terrible. Because I was like, oh my God, like I just hooked up with my fucking teammate's dad. And I'm like fucking, mind you, we weren't like friends anymore or anything like that. It was like from so long ago. But I still like felt a guilt in my body and in my soul. So basically we never hooked up again after that because I just couldn't. I cannot believe it still, even to this day. Like when I think about it, I'm like, did that really happen when I was little? That really did happen to me when I was younger. Oh, that happened to me. And it's funny because like I feel like 8 years ago, like the time was completely different. Like there was no social media. There's like a lot of people aren't as conscious or aware of like things going on in the world and like just different social cues. And I feel like now kids like that are 21 are so much more knowledgeable and so much more aware of themselves and are so much more secure with themselves. Back then, like I really didn't have that. Actually, it was like complete opposite of that. I was like trying to find myself so hard, and I was doing it through like being with different men, hopefully, and just like hoping that I would find myself in these experiences. Totally did not happen. I had to find myself within myself and not through affection and by other people. It had to be like affection to myself. So, okay, we're just putting on some lashes real quick between storytelling. These are Baddie B lashes in the style Saucy. It's my current favorite lash of life right now. I love them so much. You can use code MannyMua if you want to save some coin on Baddie B lashes. I love them so much. This is Jenny69's brand. Fuck! They're so good. Okay, guys, so anyway, like I was saying, I accomplished my goal. My little, tiny, 16-year-old goal. Looking back now, I don't regret that I did it because it's like I feel like it's part of my journey, it's part of life, it's part of growth, it's part of literally my story and who I am as a person now. And I feel like part of learning life lessons along the way of your journey, and that's just like what it was for me. Like I did this, and part of me was proud, part of me was ashamed. It was such a mixture, turmoil of feelings for myself, and I didn't even know what to think of it. Now looking back, it's just like it's just part of my life. I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel happy about it. It's just what it is for me. It's just a story. Sometimes bad decisions make for great stories. So yeah, you guys, that is it for my story time video of the volleyball daddy. I made it happen. Like I made it fucking happen when I was 22, 21, 22. So I know I'm sure a lot of you guys are thinking like, oh my God, did this happen when you were 16? Like absolutely not. Nothing illegal happened at all. It was all when I was of age. It was never anything like creepy or weird at all. So I don't want you guys thinking that that's what happened at all, because that's definitely not what happened. I am proud of myself and my journey and where I've gotten to at this point, but it has been a crazy ass journey, and I have many stories of situations that I've been in where I'm like, how did this happen? Like what the fuck? when I was younger. So I don't know, I can always tell more stories. I love them. I love telling story times. Just thank you guys for being here so much. I love you guys with all my heart, con todo mi corazón. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Let me know if you guys want to hear more stories in the comments down below. I can definitely make it happen. And please leave a comment down below if anything like this has happened to you, or have you lived a crazy ass fantasy out in your world. Like, I need to hear it because I have many fantasies I lived out in my time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of the night or day wherever you guys are, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys, I love you. Mwah. Okay. I'm really recording. God damn. It's such a good vibration. Delusion, the delusion is real. I'm so sorry for the flooded basement. I had to throw my underwear away after. No, I'm just kidding, I'm being dramatic. But I went out to the club many times. Many times. I dated the owner of the club for a bit, actually. Oh my god, ew. I should not be saying all these things. Oh my god, it's 2? Oh my god, it's 2. I can't do 2. I can only do 1 at a time. Not 2.